Okay, let's go ahead and use the concept of nested symbols to create some interesting tween effects. First, let me show you two ways how to create a symbol that contains a tween. The first way is the wrong way, which is the way that I usually do because it's the way I tend to think. I'm not right in the head. So I've got an instance out here on my scene 1 stage. I'm going to go ahead and create a motion tween, and I'm going to change its alpha. So this is going to be, let's say, a fade out square. So color effect, alpha, and I will just drop the alpha down to 0%, and lo and behold, I have a square that fades out. Great. Now if I want to take this whole animation itself and make it into a symbol, I can do that. I just go down here, select this whole range of frames, right click, choose cut frames or copy frames, and go here to modify, or I'm sorry, insert new symbol. So create a new symbol. We'll call this square alpha down. Okay. Go over here to the timeline in our square alpha down symbol. Right click on frame 1 and choose paste frames. Now do not use Command C and Command V, the normal copy and paste. This is a special command, copy frames and paste frames. Now our animation has been copied into the timeline of the square alpha down symbol, and it includes a reference to, if you go up here to properties and select this first instance, it says this is an instance of square static. So this is still built on our original. Another handy trick we can use here is to align this to the center registration point of the symbol, and we can do that by selecting the object, going up here to our Align palette. If you do not see your Align palette here, it's up here under Window, Align. So we'll use Align and we'll say align it to stage. Make sure that that box is checked. And now we're aligned. And if we scrub here, our alpha down is complete. Alright, so if I go back to scene 1, nothing is here because we cut out our frames. But I can go to my library and I now have square alpha down. I can drag copies of this out onto the stage, and when I hit play, they are animated. Okay. So let me show you how to do that the right way, so to speak, which is, I usually don't do it this way. And that is to go here to insert new symbol. We'll call this square spin or something like that, and create the new symbol right away first, then drag an instance of square static out here. And I could also use my Align palette, which is up here. I could say align to stage, center it, and center it. It will actually register it properly there. And then I can go up here to properties, make sure I get this selected the right way. Oh, I've got to tween it first. Create motion tween. Go to the end, click the bar down here, and then I can get rotation. I'll say rotate 1 time, clockwise, and play that. Okay, good. Go back to scene 1, and I could drop my square spins out here as well. And remember, each instance can have its own position, rotation, and scale properties. So if I want to scale these, do that. Whoops. And I could also have these alpha downs. All right. Just for one last trick here. I'm going to create a new symbol, and I'll see what I'll name it in just a second. And I'm going to take my square static and put that out here, and I'm then going to make another tween, and I'm going to move this out that far. I'm also going to change the scale. I'm going to start off here at the beginning. I'm going to scale this down. And I'm also going to add a, oops, need to scale it back up here. Sometimes it does that, so scale it back up. And now we should have a tween there. There we go. And then I'm going to also add an alpha effect here. And go back here to 0 the alpha out. Oh, select it out here. There it goes. Alpha 0. Okay. So it's going to fade up. Oh, speed persnickety. Alpha 100. Okay, that should do it. There we go. And last but not least, I'll add a rotation one time. Alright, so I've got a new symbol here that does all this crazy stuff. And now I'm going to give this symbol a better name than symbol 1. So I'm going to rename it in the library here. Instead of symbol 1, I'll call this moving out or something, just so it's easy to remember. Alright, so I've got moving out. Now I'm going to jump back to the scene. Nothing's going on out here. Now I'm going to create another symbol, and I'll call this like Star Child. And what I'm going to do is I want to drop moving out instances into Star Child to create kind of a little hokey starburst kind of a thing here. Alright, so I'm in Star Child. I'm going to drag an instance of moving out here, and I want to move this so that it lines up right there. So that's the origin, and so if I play this back, I'm going to extend this out here by choosing right click, insert frame rather, so now I can see the effect of that. Okay. Now I'm going to right click my layer and choose duplicate layer. So I'm going to make a copy of that in the same place. And now I'm going to rotate that. And you can see how this is rotating around this center point here. It's not what I want. So I'm going to move my center point to be right there. So now I'm just going to rotate this, and if I hold down Shift, it will constrain it to 90 degrees. And now I'm going to duplicate that layer, and I'm going to rotate that 90 degrees, and one more. Oops. And I'm going to rotate that 90 degrees. Alright. Now when I play this back, ooh. Alright. So now I could go out here and drop an instance of Star Child out here somewhere. Drag a few of these out here. Maybe I'll rotate this one. That. And there you go. So of course you could make a new symbol and put 2 instances of Star Child into it and call it, Starman. So this is the way you can really get some really great kind of abstract animation effects really pretty quickly and pretty efficiently. So have a lot of fun with this.